What up, world? It's the Can't Focus podcast back once again for another video with a guest here joining us tonight. I go by the name of Alive. You can find me at Alive Raps. Obviously, we got Mr. Martin Hopeful at Martin Hopeful, and we got Steve here joining us tonight. You can follow him at _riot_ and we're gonna have our ats on the screen so you can follow us. But tonight we're jumping right into it. There's been a lot of things going on lately between Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. So I'm gonna pass it to Martin, who's gonna begin this whole breakdown for us.
I'm gonna take it all the way back. We're gonna take it back to motorsport when Nicki Minaj and Cardi B was supposed to do a track together. And that was supposed to be hip hop history. That was supposed to be something that was supposed to be huge for the hip hop community. And it kind of ended sour. And there's just been this whole irreconcilable beef that still hasn't been fixed. So that being said, Nicki Minaj is known for, throwing some shots. She wants the number one spot and doesn't want any other woman to take that spot from her. So at that point, we kind of expected her to kind of either side with or go against Megan Thee Stallion at this time. Because right now, at that point, Megan Thee Stallion was on the come up. And when she reached to that highest level after, I think, when she did that remix with Beyonce for her song Savage, I feel like that's like literally the cusp of her breakout for real, of like making millions of dollars. She does a song with Cardi B. And Nicki Minaj, I think she already did a song called Hot Girl Summer with Nicki Minaj at this point. So it almost seems like it should have been Nicki and Megan. But then Cardi B came through with WAP, and that became such a huge success. And from there, Nicki Minaj would throw subs. Anybody that's associated with Cardi B, she's throwing shots. Just something about Cardi that gets under the skin, right? They're throwing little subs at each other, but it's nothing huge. Like maybe the people under, like the huge fans, like the Barbs and the fans of Megan Thee Stallion, they kind of know what's going on, but it's not really that big of a deal until they brought Hiss out. Megan Thee Stallion decided 4 days ago to drop this track where she is. I find it to be reminiscent of Robin Industry, because she was just getting at everybody. She wasn't saying names, but she was getting at. But it's more so in retaliation to what everybody else has been saying about her. And one of those bars that came out was these hoes be talking about Megan. You should talk about Megan's Law. Now, does anybody know about Megan's Law? Anybody know? Anybody want to take a stab at what that is?
I know about it now because of
at first I didn't.
Yeah, but it has something to do with the fact that you have to register as a sex offender or something like that.
Sure. And who is married to said sex offender?
Nicki, but also her brother apparently
just found that out today,
was arrested or is in jail for that as well.
Which kind of perturbed is not the word anymore for Nicki Minaj. I think it's full blown anger, full blown obsession towards Megan Thee Stallion at this time. Of course, Nicki Minaj came out with a diss track that's not really a diss track to Megan Thee Stallion at all. Like that's literally that's her stance on it. And I don't even think she budged yet. Like she said in a tweet.
Oh yeah, she said it's not.
This is not a song about Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, why are y'all calling this a diss track? This is a song. It's not a diss track.
What world, bro, is she on? Like, this got to be. She has to be she's doing it on purpose. She has to be doing it on purpose.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Nicki, I ain't going. Nicki's low key smart. She's playing it. She's been playing it something. So I think it was all like a setup, but I don't know.
Honestly, I feel like Nicki Minaj didn't have to do this. She had one of the highest selling hip hop albums of this year. I mean, it's only January, but it's literally like she's literally killing the game right now.
Yeah.
With her new album, Pink Friday 2. And it's not even that's not by any means not even a bad album. That album is actually
It's actually pretty
amazing.
good.
It's
Yeah.
actually a pretty amazing album. Like she put together some dope stuff.
I suppose, but I don't know. That first video, she didn't sound all there.
You know, why don't we take the time to watch it?
Because you know what's crazy? What's crazy about the Hiss line is that it's not like she mentioned Nicki. You know?
Yeah, but that's definitely aimed towards her. If everybody, especially the Barbs too, if you finding out what Megan's law is, a lot of people didn't even know what Megan's law is, and then you find out and you're like, oh, who could she be talking about? So of course, if I was Nicki, I'd probably be upset too, but I don't think I would have done all that. Nicki did a lot.
Oh, this is the Bigfoot. Get him with Bigfoot.
Play it again, they heard you, man. Go right back to that part right there. Hey, bad bitch, she like 6 foot. I call it Bigfoot. The bitch fell off. I said, get up on your foot.
Yo.
I gotta say it was hilarious. That's my favorite part of that whole song.
She did say some stuff in there, but it just wasn't enough.
So Nicki released this the like you said, the diss track that is not a diss track called Bigfoot or whatever.
Cover art was fire too.
Cover art is fire. And she got it done very quickly, which makes me wonder, like, even that track, like she got that joint done mad quick. Like,
she's prepping, bro.
That's why I'm wondering, like,
she said it in the tweets. She said
she
said we've been ready. we knew this was coming. She said it in like the tweets. Like I was looking at something.
Like she had that in the bag. I feel like she had that ready to go.
She said we've been waiting. She said I've been waiting. Like we've been waiting. Like, and that's why she said she got 5 more like it or something like that.
I personally could not get through the track though. Like I got halfway through and I stopped. It got cringy to me. I don't know. Like it got extremely cringy to me. I was way too distracted to hear any double entendres or anything like that. The voice inflections I felt like was overdone, like extra for no reason. And I'll be honest, like when she's playing that joint, she does sound like she's like on something. She went into the booth like that too, to me. Like I know y'all are saying that she's saying stuff on that joint, but I don't know, bro.
This is for you. The song is so booty. She literally spent a minute and a half on a coke rant and decided, yeah, this is definitely gonna end her. Just embarrassing. She talking about you. She talking about you, Live. Whenever you see the words coke rant, you know they mad. Come on, Live, stop being angry, bro. If y'all hear how loud I'm laughing, I've never done coke in my life, but if I did, I'd do it proudly.
Nicki's funny, man.
He's
funny. And I think that I can't tell sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, yo, is she on something? But sometimes I'm like that's her personality. I feel like sometimes, like I don't know, because she goes into that Roman's revenge, that Roman character that she had. Roman, that's her. Like
that's her alter ego.
Yeah, Roman.
Women are winning right now in the rap game. Like they're probably getting so much more money than men right now in this rap game right now. Like for real. This is the perfect time for women to unite, bro, and give us the posse record that we never expected to get. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about that time, yo.
Yeah,
we ain't gonna get it.
You don't think so?
We're not gonna get it.
Probably not, because we have. I mean, yo, for real, I love Nicki, but she petty, bro. I feel like she wants that top spot really bad, and I feel like because she has power and she has that power, she gravitates that to a more competitive thing rather than people be together and having camaraderie. Like I feel like Lotto has apologized, and she didn't have to apologize to Nicki.
They spoke
Lotto has apologized to her. They spoke on the phone. I don't think they beefing no more. But do you know how long it took for her for Nicki to be like, okay, and she's older than her. That's the crazy part. She's 40 something. She's 40 years old.
42, I think 41. 42.
Nicki is 42. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And do you know how old Megan Thee Stallion is for you to pick a fight with her? She's 27, 25, 26, 27 years old.
28.
Here's another thing that's scary. I don't understand how Nicki is defending a lot of these things. Like her man is like a convicted, rapist. From what I understand, of a 16-year-old girl. I believe it was back in the 90s that it happened, but still he has to register as a sex offender. You know what I mean? And now apparently, just learning today that her brother either was arrested or is arrested for sex offense as well. It's like this is like a weird thing that not only seems to be around these dudes, but also defending, as well.
I also think that Megan Thee Stallion is also not right either. You got this dude, Kenneth Petty. That's his name, right? Kenneth Petty.
Yeah,
that's her husband's. That's funny because she Petty. His last name Petty.
Yeah.
But you have him, who is literally living in the lap of luxury, bro. He probably doesn't have to lift a finger.
He don't do nothing
to make any kind of money. He just chills in the crib.
Right.
And the family of the person that he victimized and hurt. Like they gotta eat that and watch Nicki Minaj to basically give this man a whole new life. And then turn around, and then now here comes Megan Thee Stallion with this song, and you're opening up all these old wounds. Now he's back into the limelight for that stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I can't help but feel bad for the victims. And you know what? Fine. Hip hop, we always be like whenever we're beefing, there's no holds barred. We wanna rap about people's kids. We want to rap about people's moms. We want to rap about people's livelihoods. Like when we doing battle raps, like that's just what it is. It's anything can go because that's how hip hop is. You know what I'm saying? But I think sometimes there's some things that are off limits, man. There's things that are off limits, like
and I think
whole convicted rapist, or like somebody's deceased mom. Like that's a whole nother level. And that's not a high level. That's a low level.
Yeah.
For both parties, in my opinion.
I think that's legit. Like, and even in hip hop, I think it's only some cats that choose not to have a standard with this. Like, I think there's mostly in hip hop, there's like this understanding of like, I'm not going to go to this limit. I got beef with this dude, but I'm not going to go here with it. You know what I mean? Benzino just released a track against M and he mentioned Proof. Like that's not something you do. You know what I mean? You don't do that. That's not a line that you cross, And I think dudes that do that are type foul for that, like, and Megan, and you're right, Megan's not right for that, but neither is Nicki for the things that she said. And I don't know. I just hate all this, dude. I'm getting too old for this. I know Cat Williams really kicked off this year on some like, let's air everything out.
I feel like this is gonna be the year of airing everything out.
Have you guys heard Megan's track? I haven't heard it. Is it good or?
I don't like either.
No, after Hiss, isn't there another one?
Oh no.
Yeah. The only thing that she did in response, she posted this thing on her story. With these flowers called red spider lilies, and only people in like who are big on Japanese culture and anime knows what that means. So she's really going to a very niche audience, and I feel like that's just been her whole thing. Like I'm not going to say what I really want to say. I'm just gonna keep it on the low. And I feel like that's what she's been doing. She's been throwing little gentle shots. Red spider lilies represents in anime like death. Well, in Japanese culture, death. Like you see a red spider lily, that means that at some point it's going to be a most gruesome death for this person. So it's kind of like a warning to Nicki.
I like that. I ain't gonna lie, I like that.
And one thing, Megan Thee Stallion is a really big anime fan, so
I would do something like that.
Now, I was about to say you would absolutely do that. Like your IG posts are like basically that right now. Like,
yeah,
like he throws up a picture and then throws up an emoji, and then it's like that's it. Like,
yeah, because I don't even like to be on Instagram, but when I do be on there, it's very subtle stuff. But I like to do that for like promo purposes too, and things like that, for people to figure out or figure. I don't know. I like that. It gives me that mysterious like feel.
Any last words on this subject, gentlemen?
it's entertaining, but I'm tired of this. And maybe it's just because coming from our generation, you know. But I'm just over this, man. Like, let's just make better things for each other. Why? I don't even understand. It just bothers me that everyone is so invested into this too. Like, it's trending for days and days, bro. Bigfoot is trending.
I'm telling you,
Easy to
the
me.
reason why it's trending like this is because of Nicki Minaj's fan base. She has one of the biggest fan bases of biggest cult followings. Like, I feel like it's up there with Beyonce. They talk about the Beehive. Right next to the Beehive are the Vibes.
I'm just wondering what made Meg make this though, because she didn't have to make it. The only person who was really dissing her was Partisan Fontaine. They were going back and forth. So what was the point in you didn't really even respond to Party after he dropped that diss track towards you, but you made a track and you was going at Nicki, and I understand she went at a few people, but I don't know. If you was gonna make a response, I feel like make the response to Party. Don't make it to Nicki and this and that. Like, I feel like there was no need to do this. Drake about to send another shot at her too now, and he's gonna come out of the woodwork and do something because she threw a shot at him in there. So it's gonna be a whole full circle. If that is the truth, and there was that shot towards him, and that was towards him, he's gonna come out say something as well.
Much love to Nicki. Much love to Meg. I hope that you guys solve your differences.
Yeah, let's get some peace, please. My gosh, can someone say a compliment to someone, please? Just give me that this year.
With that being said, much love to y'all. It's the Can't Focus podcast, where we focus on everything and nothing at the same time. Shout outs to Steve for joining us for this episode. And much love.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Love y'all. Peace.